Simon. John Pegg is an English actor, comedian, screenwriter, and producer. He is best known for having co-written and starred in the Three Flavours Cornetto trilogy of films, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, as well as the comedy series Space, all directed by his friend Edgar Wright. Pegg also portrayed Montgomery Scott in Star Trek and its sequel Star Trek Into Darkness, Thompson in The Adventures of Tintin, The Secret of the Unicorn, and Benji Dunn in the Mission Impossible film series. Much of his work has been in collaboration with some combination of Wright, Nick Frost, Jessica Hines, and Dylan Moran. Early life. Pegg was raised in Brockworth, Gloucestershire, the son of Gillian Rosemary, a former civil servant, and John Henry Beckingham, a jazz musician and keyboard salesman. His parents divorced when he was 7 and he took the surname of his stepfather, after his mother remarried. Pegg attended various schools, including Castle Hill Primary School, Brockworth Comprehensive Secondary School and the King's School, Gloucester. Pegg moved to Stratford-upon-Avon when he was 16 and studied English literature and theatre at Stratford-upon-Avon College. He graduated from the University of Bristol in 1991 with a bar in theatre, film and television, and wrote his undergraduate thesis on a Marxist overview of popular 1970s cinema and hegemonic discourses. While there, he performed as a member of the comedy troupe David Dyke and the Orphans of Jesus, alongside David Walliams, Dominic Diamond, Mavanwi Moore, Barnaby Power, and Jason Bradbury. Career. Pegg's early appearances in TV series and films include Asylum, Six Pairs of Pants, Faith in the Future, Big Train and Hippies. Between 1998 and 2004, Pegg was regularly featured on BBC Radio 4's The 99p Challenge. Pegg's other credits include appearances in the World War II miniseries Band of Brothers, the television comedies Black Books, Brass Iron, I'm Alan Partridge, and the films The Parole Officer, 24-Hour Party People, and Guest House Paradiso. He played various roles during the tour of Steve Coogan's 1998 live stage show The Man Who Thinks He's It. In 1999, he created and co-wrote the Channel 4 sitcom Spaced with Jessica Stevenson. The series was directed by Edgar Wright, with whom Pegg and Stevenson had previously worked on Asylum, and Pegg wrote the character of Mike Watt specifically for his friend Nick Frost. For his performance in this series, Pegg was nominated for a British Comedy Award as Best Male Comedy Newcomer. The experience of making a space fantasy sequence featuring zombies led to Pegg and Wright co-writing the romantic zombie comedy film Shaun of the Dead, released in April 2004, in which Pegg also starred. At George A. Romero's invitation, Pegg and Wright made cameo appearances in Romero's zombie film, Land of the Dead. In 2004, Pegg starred in a spin-off of the television show Danger, 50,000 Volts, called Danger, 50,000 Zombies, in which he played a zombie hunter named Drive Fell. He played mutant bounty hunter Johnny Alpha, the Strontium Dog, in a series of Big Finish Productions audio plays based on the character from British comic 2000 AD. Pegg also appeared in Big Finish Productions' Doctor Who audio story Invaders from Mars as Don Chaney, and appeared in the Doctor Who television series, playing the editor in the 2005 episode The Long Game. He also narrated the first series of the making-of documentary series Doctor Who Confidential. Upon completion of Shaun of the Dead, Pegg was questioned as to whether he would be abandoning the British film industry for bigger and better things, and he replied, "It's not like I'm going to run off and do Mission Impossible 3, picking the title of an imaginary blockbuster." When the film Mission Impossible 3 was subsequently made, Pegg appeared in it as Benji Dunn, an IMF technician who assists Tom Cruise's character Ethan Hunt. He reprised the role of Benji Dunn in the 2011 film Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol and the 2015 film Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. In 2006, he played Gus in Big Nothing alongside David Schwimmer. The same year, Pegg and Wright completed their second film, Hot Fuzz, released in February 2007. The film is a police action movie homage and also stars Nick Frost, in which Pegg plays Nicholas Angel, a London policeman transferred to rural Sandford, a fictional village where grisly events take place. In 2007, Pegg starred in The Good Night and Run Fat Boy Run, directed by David Schwimmer and co-starring Tandy Newton and Hank Azaria. In 2008, he wrote the dialogue for an English-language re-release of the cult 2006 animated Norwegian film, Free Jimmy. Pegg received screenwriting credit for this, and Pegg also voiced one of the main characters in the English-language version, which has an international range of actors including Woody Harrelson. The completed script appeared on the 2008 Brit List, a film industry-compiled survey of the best unproduced British screenplays, inspired by the American Blacklist. In those films and in space, Pegg typically plays the leading hero while Frost plays the sidekick. However, Paul reverses this dynamic. The film was later produced, and was released in 2011. Pegg and Wright completed the Three Flavours Cornetto trilogy with their 2013 film The World's End. Pegg played Engineer Montgomery Scott in Star Trek, the 11th film in the Star Trek film series, released 8 May 2009. He reprised the role in the 2013 film Star Trek Into Darkness. In 2010, he appeared as William Burke in Bork and Hare, a film directed by John Landis about some Ulstermen who were notorious murderers and body snatchers in early 19th century Edinburgh. His likeness was also used for the character of Wee Huey in the comic book series The Boys. While this was done without Pegg's permission, he quickly became a fan of the title, and even wrote the introduction to the first bound volume. He voiced Reepi Cheep, the heroic mouse in Chronicles of Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Personal life. Pegg married his longtime girlfriend Maureen McCann, a music industry publicist, on the 23rd of July 2005 in Glasgow. Nick Frost was the best man at his wedding. The couple has one child together, Matilda. Along with Johnny Buckland, Pegg is godfather to Apple, daughter of close friends Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow. In return, Martin is godfather to Pegg's daughter. Pegg's parents and sister briefly appeared in Spaced, while his mother appeared in both Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Pegg was awarded an honorary fellowship by the University of Gloucestershire on 4 December 2008. Pegg has supported the Heforsh feminist campaign. Filmography. Film, television, video games awards and nominations.